Howdy, 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 my beautiful Cancer. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, honey, I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope reading, Cancer, for October 2021, darling. So if you find any tarot cards that resonate with you, if I can shuffle these properly, let me know in the comments below which cards resonate and how they do. And remember, Cancer, it does not matter what you identify as, whether it's he, she, they, them, anything inside that spectrum or outside of that spectrum, darling. Whatever your identity is, it's not my business, darling. If these cards are going to resonate with you, they're going to resonate with you, darling. As well, Cancer, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, Cancer, I would really appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you guys do that extra step to support me in that way, Cancer. But remember, darling, you know your situation better than I ever possibly could. I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you, honey. So take the cards that resonate, leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. I believe tarot cards are just here to give you some food for thought, perspective to consider, my beautiful Cancer. We're never making choices in your life. So let's just jump into your weekly horoscope reading now, Cancer. Remember, if you want to book a tarot reading with me, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com, darling. So yeah, keep that in mind, darling, and let's just jump into this. But first and foremost, darling Cancer, we got to do a little bit of a tarot forecast, darling. We got to do that little vibe check, darling. You already know what the tea is, honey. I don't even need to explain it at this point in time, darling. Let's see what you're going to be feeling this week, Cancer. How things are just, how the energy of things, darling, are just going to be going, darling. Let's see here. You guys have the Five of Wands, darling. So for those that won't be able to read the bottom of the card, the bottom says frustration and opposition, darling. So you guys are definitely going to, I feel the need to say, like, this card doesn't talk about overcoming them, just says you're going to be dealing with them, admittedly, Cancer. But intuitively, I feel as if you guys are going to be overcoming some sense of opposition or some sense of an obstacle in your life. Cancer, admittedly, the Five of Wands is my card of drama, darling. Drama, honey. So definitely be on the lookout this week for people that might just be trying you, darling, right? I'm getting shown a scenario where it's just like someone's at Starbucks and then someone's trying to just argue with them at Starbucks. You're giving them a hard time at Starbucks. I don't know if you work at Starbucks or not, Cancer, or if you like to go to Starbucks or something, but I just feel like I need to say that. It's just like, but maybe that's just more so trying to capitalize on just like the pettiness of it all. Cancer, if it is people. So I feel like that's actually a nice confirmation to know that it's not going to be really people in your personal life. It's just going to be like some random people, if that makes sense. All right. Maybe that's me just being optimistic though, but let's get some tarot. Seven of Swords. All right, Cancer, come on now. What is going on? The Magician card. And then the Queen of Cups. Cancer. Oh, Cancer. So, y'all know I have to tell y'all the truth, right? You know, there might not be a lot straight in this video, right? But the one thing that is going to be straight in this video, honey, is the messages that come in, darling, right? I have to give it to y'all straight. The only thing I am giving straight, but... To be honest here, Cancer, I see this sense of where it's just like, you know, you as the Magician card, the Magicians just mind. I mean, girl, you look even at the artwork of this. The Magician is just minding their own business. It's like a little monkey, darling, just minding their business, looking at like a potion. I keep on trying to show you all the card and I keep looking back on it. Just minding their business, doing their own thing, right? You know, admittedly, the Seven of Swords is a card of distrust, darling. Distrust, but it also can be a sense of just a lot being burdened, a lot of things being burdened on you. With that Queen of Cups here as well, it gives that sense of just like potentially in your personal life. But I almost get this sense of where it's just like something in your personal life or something that's happened to you personally, could be in the past as well, that this happened, that caused some type of perspective in you, feeling as if as you can't accomplish certain things in your life. Or so let me give like an analogy, Cancer. And let's just say that maybe you have like not that fabulous of a family life, or maybe like some friends in the past, darling, were in your life and they like would always make jokes about like your craft, jokes about like the things that you would do, and that added some sense of insecurity for you, Cancer. for your own creation process going forward. And so I do feel as if because of this Five of Swords here, you might be, or Five of Wands rather, you might be addressing this week, right? Something might be happening in the events of this week that causes or forces you to have to really self-reflect, do that shadow work, darling. You already know how I love my shadow work, honey. So it's just very interesting. Let's get some clarifiers. We have the Temperance card coming in here on that Seven of Swords, darling, with the Hanged Man coming in on the Magician card. Yeah, okay. I like this now. I like this for you now, Cancer. And then the Six of Cups. Ooh, darling. Girl, I love it when I'm good at my job. Oh my gosh. So if you look up the definitions of these cards that I just pulled, Cancer, it quite literally paints the exact scenario that I was just saying, where it's just like Six of Cups is a card of someone from your past, someone that you have history with. So when you have this with the Queen of Cups, this is confirming to me someone that was or is still in your personal life that, you know, you may love them a lot. And I do get that sense that you do care about them because of that Queen of Cups and this Temperance card coming in. Like, you love them a lot, but something really impacted you in a negative way, I feel. Cancer, I feel as if you were trying to be really patient, that you were not trying. You've been really patient when it comes to this connection. But yeah, it just feels as if now for you, like, you're seeing things differently with that Hanged Man on that Magician card. That is powerful, Cancer, because it showcasing to me where it's just like, maybe because you're just so used to dealing with toxic energies, or like this energy that just always makes you feeling like you're the problem. Girl, get it out. I don't know why I can't speak. Like, as if you were the problem, Cancer, or something that you were doing was wrong, or what have you, darling. This is giving me very much so a scenario now where it's just like you're realizing that you're just like looking at them and be like, wait a minute, you're actually the toxic one. You're actually projecting something onto me, making it seem like I'm the issue, when in actuality you're the issue, but you don't want to admit it yourself, right? And it's interesting to me. So I feel like I want to get one more. The Lover's card. Okay, so Cancer, just to be on the watch out for, I don't want to say watch out for, just be very hyper aware of people that you hold closely to you, that you have a high opinion of, or at least they could really impact your emotions or influence your emotions. Just be on the watch out for, Cancer, them projecting themselves onto you, in the sense of where it's just like they might be projecting their own insecurities, or they might even just be projecting like their own limitations of how they could perceive you as, Cancer, because it could be very much so going either way. So definitely be on the watch out for that, because it's just because I can definitely tell that they are around in your current space. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's like maybe that one friend that like always just is trying to banter and never can be serious, or just that family member. Like, I don't know, it just gives me this mixture of feelings where it's like you care about this person a lot, but at the same time it's not returning back. It's not giving what you're giving back, or it's not giving back what you're giving. Does it make sense? So yeah, let's get into what you don't see coming now, darling. Ten of Cups. Cancer, I don't have my glasses on, forgive me. We have the Five of Cups, Cancer. And then we have the Page of Wands coming in here. So what you don't see coming towards you, Cancers, you know, the Ten of Cups is that card of family. That's why you have it in the Bird card. Like, I mean, in this artwork, the artwork is pretty and all, but it doesn't really capitalize on like the messages intuitively for the artwork of it. But that's why you see in the Ten of Cups, even in this one, a little bit where it's like the pairing of birds. It's just like this sense of just someone that's in your close space. Five of Cups here, that's that sense of like spilled milk, darling. It's that cup. It's that cup. It's a lot of cup energy, by the way. So we're definitely dealing with an emotional week for you, Cancer. Anyways, that's just an observation I'm making. It's that cup of like some spilled milk, darling, right? Or in this case, some broken eggs, right? And so it's like the sense of really being challenged to how you're going to handle the situation with someone in your close life that you do care about a lot. And I feel like it's more so just because you have like a really big heart, Cancer. And it's going to be left at the sense of being like, well, what do you do from here, right? Are you going to take the sense of where this person spilled that milk or broke those eggs, darling? right? And start going into somewhere new, going into a new direction? Or are you going to practice forgiveness in this? Because I feel as if something this week is going to be happening, Cancer, where you're then going to be presented with like a little bit of a crossroads on like how you want to really go from here. I feel like for some Cancers, you guys have been trying to manifest this, though, and not necessarily manifesting them doing something hurtful to you or kind of frustrating you, but manifesting this like a way out, almost like because it's like I feel like you've already acknowledged on some level of yourself, Cancer, that this cycle has kind of ran its course. But maybe that's me projecting. Eight of Cups coming in here on the Ten of Cups, because you are becoming emotionally distant to this, Cancer, if you haven't already become distant to this emotionally. I see you're already in this process of kind of just like stepping away. Girl, just a lot of Cups cards, a lot of emotion for y'all's reading, darling. I'm so sorry, Cancer. Sorry in the sense that I don't like seeing my people ever having to just go through a bunch of like emotional distress potentially. But again, keep remembering that I did say at the beginning of this reading, I feel like you're overcoming something. Even though it's that 501s, the drama and all that, darling, I do feel like you're overcoming stuff. Wheel of Fortune coming in, Five of Cups. Yeah, you're manifesting this. It's one of those things where blessing in disguised as a curse. Three of Wands on that Page of Wands. And I feel as if you guys are going to be taking this as a sign, Cancer, of going into a new direction. Now, obviously, free will and all that, darling Cancer, whatever decisions you end up making, I'm always going to support you regardless of it. But I do see for many of you guys, you are going to be transitioning on from this connection entirely and using this as like your, like acknowledging this as the reason or the excuse, Cancer, for you to just be escaping from this situation. Six of Pentacles, because yeah, again, it's not providing to you, like I don't feel like it's this equal give and take. Like I feel like you care about the situation a lot and you have just been really patient with this because you could acknowledge the potential in this person, Cancer, or in this situation, but it's like they're never living up to this potential. They just continuously have you not feeling all that lovely about yourself. But yeah, enough of all this heaviness, little Cancer, my goodness. Let's get into some positive messages, the good things that's in the works for y'all, darling. Chariot card, your card, Cancer. Come on now. We have the Three of Pentacles, as well as the Eight of Cups. So it's through your transitioning, moving on, Cancer, for those that do make the... Girl, I'm not taking these. Girl... For those that do make the decision of moving on, Cancer, it's like in the midst of you moving on, that's when it starts the continuous message of the Wheel of Fortune, I would say, even, Cancer, of where things are going to start really fast pacing for you. Three of Pentacles is that card of collaboration. Why can't I speak right now, Cancer? My gosh. Collaboration, working together with other people. Maybe you're going to be having new projects to be working on. But just in general, I like to kind of focus this in on more so finding more people of like your match or finding people that complete you in a way. So let me just say this as an example, because I don't feel like with the Three of Pentacles, Cancer, it's not like a card of where manifesting like people that are exactly like you. It's like manifesting people that like help support you in the ways that you might be lacking. So like as like an analogy, right? Maybe let's just say I'm part of your Three of Pentacles, Cancer, and it's just like you have all these fabulous like business ideas, darling, but you lack the ability of taking action towards it. And that's not me saying that you can or can't, darling. And so that's where I come in and I'd be like, all right, well, let me help execute this. And then another person coming in, taking care of like the logistics of it. So then you can focus on the creative aspect of it. So I feel it's more so in that sense of where it's just like not necessarily attracting people that are exactly like you, Cancer, but you're attracting people that actually complete you in the sense of in the places that you might be struggling, if that makes sense. I feel weird using that verbiage because I don't want this to come off as like you're lacking any type of way, Cancer. But I mean, let's be honest, like we're not perfect beings, honey. We all can there's people that are always better than us at certain things that we just can't do, right? So take about it in that way. I feel like it's a nice energy to be in because you don't want people that are just like you. You want people that challenge you as well. The Emperor card coming in on the Chariot card. with the Queen of Wands coming in. Yeah, it's definitely like the sense of passion projects, I feel, Cancer. And then let's get into this. Ten of Pentacles on the Eight of Cups. So that's what you're walking away from. Well, you're not walking away from that. You're walking away from this old situation as the Eight of Cups going into a Ten of Pentacles situation. Cancer, something that's a lot more stable to actually bring forth just a lot of stability in your life. It would bring forth, I would even say, abundance. Cancer, I would say the new people coming into your life, because I feel like this is going to be a progressional thing. It's not going to be just happening this week, darling. Of where it's going to be, you're just going to be attracting the right people to help build up the life that you're wanting to build up, right? I think you need to be thinking bigger picture than what some of you might be initially taking this message as, Cancer, because I do feel like this is more so like thinking big picture and like what's going to be setting you up for your future in the long run. So just be on the lookout for that, Cancer, and definitely for those that do make that decision to have that transitional time with the Eight of Cups, you're definitely going to be walking into welcoming in some very nice people that complete you in ways, just in nice ways, darling. No one has to be lacking in anything. You can just completing you in nice ways. So, now, darling, let's give these cards to Miss Aretha Franklin, darling, as well as Miss Barbara Walters, honey. And then, Cancer, we're going to be getting into your spirit guide and ancestral messages today. See what insight they have for you today. Three of Wands coming in again, Cancer, with the Four of Swords, as well as the King of Wands. So definitely, Cancer, I feel like it's definitely in the cards for you guys just to be moving on, whether it's today or whether it's next month, darling. You kind of, for those that choose not to have the Eight of Cups moment, you're kind of just fighting the inevitable, admittedly, because I feel as if it's almost like through this situation that happens, through this disappointment that happens with that Five of Wands and all that realization of the energy that's no longer serving you, that's where like healing happens. But it's also this sense of where you, excuse me, it's this sense, Cancer, of where this motivates you to start taking more of an active role in your life, in the sense, or a leadership role. I am so sorry, darling. Try not to belch into the mic, darling. But because I really do see like movement is in y'all's future. Three of Wands is the card of movement and starting to see signs of like where it is that where the direction of your life is going to be going, where the direction of your life is setting you up to be. I also feel the need to tell you, Cancer, to look up the number 3 in numerology to see how that number resonates with you, because I feel as if 3 is a very important number for you to be looking into. It's also my favorite number as well, Cancer. So let's see here. Girl, give me this card. We have the Eight of Swords. It's like this movement in where you at one point were feeling stuck or just overall feeling stuck in a sense of where some of you Cancers are just like, I don't know where I'm going to be going from here. I don't know how I'm going to get from point A to point B, even though you really have wanted to go to point B. It's like, yeah, I would just say, Cancer, is just like really just take this time, take this situation where it's like the conflict that's going to be happening or the obstacles presenting themselves. There's definitely this strong sense of redirection your spirit guides are telling you. Is this sense of they're trying to redirect you into a better path. So Two of Cups coming in here, so clarifying the Four of Swords. So it's definitely capitalizing on some type of connection that you've already committed yourself to at one point. And King of Wands, clarifying the King of Wands, darling. I mean, story writes itself, don't you think, Cancer? In the sense of where whatever happens, it's like, it's giving me very much so, admittedly, Cancer, like this is an energy where this old situation here is keeping you down. It's keeping you limited. Maybe you were just spending so much time trying to cater to this energy beforehand that you never could really honor yourself. You never could do the things that you wanted to do, Cancer. Because I'm just noticing with the King of Wands clarifying the King of Wands, it's just this consistent message, Cancer, where it's just like, now is the time for you to be a trailblazer. Now is the time for you to set the example for yourself, really. Now is the time for you to be taking action, Cancer. So I don't know what this old energy is, but I feel like it was just extremely limiting for you, Cancer, and it was really stopping you from really being able to shine your light. And I feel like now is like this realization where it's like you're no longer interested in being in other people's shadows. just the impression that I'm getting. I'm readjusting my foot. I'm sitting on a floor now. We've, I guess, downgraded, darling, downgraded from the bed. But Cancer, now let's see how people are perceiving you at this time. Let's see how they're perceiving you and what their intentions are. This card wants to be out. So we have the Page of Cups coming in here, Cancer, with the Hanged Man coming in, as well as the Two of Cups. So, I mean, Cancer, I don't hate this just because, like, when it's a repetitive message in tarot, that just lets you know that there's a connection here. But it's like, you're definitely having a change of heart of, like, when it comes to this situation that you've committed yourself to. Now, admittedly, with this Page of Cups here, it could be the sense of like a deepening of this current connection. So it could be the sense of like this conflict was necessary, Cancer, for you guys to eventually become closer. But I feel like that's a very small percentage of you guys, Cancer, admittedly, because with the Hanged Man here, this is where everyone's seeing each other in a different light now, right? And in a connection that you both were initially really, girl, caught on my sleeve, that you guys were very initially connected with. Strength card with the Page of Cups, Devil card, yeah. Hanged Man, it's like you guys are seeing, like, Cancer, and the Fool card on the Two of Cups. Yeah, Cancer, admittedly, I just feels like there's going to be some type of connection in your life that you kind of just see differently. And it's just like, I feel like for both sides, you guys are going to just kind of like part ways and be like, you know what? This ain't it for me, darling. I don't feel like yeah. It kind of bums me out, Cancer, on one level, but it does make me happy because I don't feel like this person's really necessarily going to fight for it either. It's giving me very much so where it's just like you guys just go your separate ways. I can't really say whether or not there's going to be a bunch of drama involved because that's going to be obviously very individualistic, but I just get this sense that you guys both kind of see each other like... Or at the very least, I don't want to say, because I don't want to speak about this in such a finality way. It could just be in the way of where it's just like, this time has ran its course right now. Let's take a break from each other. Let's do our own thing. So, yeah, let me know how this reading resonates with you, Cancer, and how this dynamic really goes. But that is the weekly tarot reading that I have for you, Cancer, for October 2021. Let me know what cards resonated with you. And remember, darling, if you want to book a private personal reading with me, Cancer, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com, darling. Until next time, Cancer, I love you so much. Bye.